Hello dear students, how are you today? I hope you're all fine. Today our video will talking about two strategies. The first is front-end estimation strategy and the second is rounding strategy. Let's start with front-end estimation strategy. How can I use front-end estimation strategy in two-digit numbers? When using front-end estimation for two-digit numbers, you have to look at the tens place. So we will put the two-digit number in the form of perfect tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, and so on. Let's take example. 14, my estimation is, here I want to find the estimation of 14. How many digits of 14? 2 digits. So we will look at the tens place. Here in the tens place we find 1. What is the value of 1? The value of 1 is 10. So the estimation of 14 is 10. So we put it in the form of perfect tens. 10 is a perfect tens. So let's move to question number 1. By using front-end estimation strategy, complete each of the following. Letter A, 57, my estimation is. As we said before, when you see two-digit number and you want to use front-end estimation, you have to look at, tens. Here in the tens I find 5. What is the value of 5? 50. So the estimation of 57 is 50. And 50 is a perfect tens, because we said before, when you use front-end estimation strategy, we have to put the number in the perfect tens. Question B, 36, my estimation is. Again, 36 is a two-digit number, so we look at tens. Yes, we look at tens. Here I find in the tens is 3. What is the value of 3? 30. So the estimation of 36 is, is 30. And 30 is a perfect tens. Why 30 is a perfect tens? Because we said before, in estimation of two-digit number, we put the number in the form of perfect tens. Now students, it's your turn. You have 10 seconds to answer question C and the question D. Time's up. I think you find the correct answer. Let's read question C. 28, my estimation is. 28 is a two-digit number, so of course we will look at tens. In tens we find 2. What is the value of 2? The value of 2 is, I hear someone who said 20, and that's right. So the estimation of 28 will be 20. Question D. 93. My estimation is. Of course you find the correct answer, which is 90. And if you ask yourself why 90 is the correct answer, because 93 is a two-digit number. In estimation we look at tens in the two-digit number. Here I find in the tens 9, and the value of 9 is 90, so 93, its estimation is 90. But how can I use front-end estimation to add or subtract two-digit numbers? Let's take example. Here I add two numbers, 24 plus 36. To use estimation strategy, you have to estimate each number by itself. Start with 24, two-digit number, so of course we will look at tens place. Here in the tens place I find 2, so the value of 2 is 20, so the estimation of 24 is 20. 36, what is the estimation of 36? Two-digit number, so of course I will look at tens, and here in the tens I find 3. The value of 3 is 30, so the estimation of 36 is 30. Then we will add the two numbers. 20 plus 30 equals 50. Question B. Here I subtract two numbers, 54 minus 15. Of course I will estimate each number by itself, then I will subtract. How can I estimate two-digit number? As we said before, you look at tens. So the tens here is 5. What is the value of 5? 50. So the estimation of 54 is 50. Here I have 15. What is the estimation of 15? Two-digit number. So you will look at tens. How many tens did you have? 1 tens. So the estimation of 15 is 10. Now we can subtract the two numbers after estimation. 50 minus 10 equals 40. B. 32 plus 14. Of course we will estimate each number by itself. Start with 32. 32 is a two-digit number, so we will look at tens. The tens here is 3. What is the value of 3? The value of 3 is 30. So the estimation of 32 is 30. Second, 14. Two-digit number. Again, in estimation, when it is two-digit number, we look at tens. Here I have 1 tens and its value is 10. So the estimation of 14 is 10. Now we can add the two numbers. 30 plus 10 equals 40. So let's move to the second question. Use the front-end estimation strategy and complete. Now students, it's your turn. You have 20 seconds to think and answer. Have you finished? I think yes. Time's up. Let's read question A. 35 minus 20. Here I want to use estimation strategy for two-digit number because here I have two-digit number. So of course I will look at tens place. Here in the tens place I find 3. So the estimation will be 30. Second number, 20, two-digit number, so of course I will look at tens place. In the tens place I find 2, so the estimation is 20. Then I will subtract the two numbers, 30 minus 20. Ones with ones, tens with tens, 0 minus 0, 0, 3 minus 2 equal 1, so of course 30 minus 20 equals 10. Question B. I think you find the correct answer of question B. So please check your answer with me. 15 plus 65. 15. It's a two-digit number, so of course we will look at tens place. Here in the tens place I find 1 and the value of 1 is 10. So the estimation of 15 is 10. The second number is 65. So we look at tens place, we find 6 and the value of digit 6 is 60. So the estimation is 60. Then you will add the two numbers, 10 plus 60, ones with ones, tens with tens, 0 plus 0, 0, 1 plus 6 equals 7, so 10 plus 60 equals 70. Question C. 68 minus 34. Here 68 is a two-digit number, so of course we will look at tens. The value of digit 6 is 60, so the estimation is 60, 34. Two-digit number, so I will look at tens place. I find in the tens place 3, and the value of 3 is 30, so the estimation of 34 is, yes, 30, hold on. 60 minus 30, of course, will equal to 30. And the last one, question D, 24 plus 40. We will estimate each number by itself and then we will add. To estimate 24, we look at tens place because it is a two-digit number. The tens place here, I find in it 2. So the value of digit 2 is 20, so the estimation of 24 is 20. Second number, 40. Two-digit number, so I look at tens place. Here the tens place, I find in it 4. So the value of digit 4 is 40, and the estimation of 40, of course, will be 40. Then we will add the two numbers. 20 plus 40 equals 60. But how can we use front-end estimation strategy in three-digit numbers? In two-digit number, we'll look at tens place. So of course in three-digit number, we look at, yes, of course we will look at hundreds place. Hundreds place, and we will get perfect hundreds. So after estimation, three-digit numbers, we will get perfect hundreds. For example, 100, 200, 300, 400, and so on. Let's take example. 140 is estimated to be, here I have three-digit number, one digit, two digits, three digits. So here I have three-digit number. In three-digit number we look at hundreds place. So here in the hundreds place we find 1. What is the value of digit 1 in 140? Yes, the value is 100. So the estimation of 140 is 100. Now students, it's your turn. Please think and answer in question B and C, and please faster because you have just 10 seconds. Time's up. Check your answer with me. 530 is estimated to. Here I have three-digit number. In estimation of three-digit number, we look at hundreds. Here the hundreds is 5. The value of digit 5 is 500. So 530, its estimation is 500. Question C. 820 is estimated to. Here I have three-digit number, so of course I will look at hundreds place. Here in the hundreds place I find 8, and the value of digit 8 is, yes, 800. Well done. So the estimation of 820 is 800. But how can to use estimation strategy to add or subtract three-digit numbers? Let's take example. Use the front-end estimation strategy and complete. Question A, 850 minus 470. How can we estimate the result? First, we will estimate each number by itself. Then we will subtract. Let's start with 850. How many digits? 3 digits. So, of course, we will look at hundreds place. Here in the hundreds place, I find 8. What is the value of 8? 800. So, the estimation of 850 is 800. Second number, 470. It's a 3-digit number, so of course we will look at hundreds place. Here in hundreds place we find 4, and the value of 4 is 400. So the estimation of 470 of course will be, yes, well done, will be 400. 800 minus 400, the result to be 400. And if you ask yourself, how can I get 400? I will remind you how to subtract 3-digit number. Ones with ones, tens with tens, hundreds with hundreds, 0 minus 0, 0, 0 minus 0, 0, 8 minus 4, 4. Question B. B and C, please think and answer, and you have 10 seconds. Time's up. I think you get the correct answer, but you make sure that it is the correct answer. Please check your answer with me. 110 plus 540. First, we will estimate each number by itself. Let's start with 110. 110 is a 3-digit number, so of course we will look at hundreds place. Ones, tens, hundreds. Here in the hundreds place we find 1, and the value of digit 1 in 110 is 100. So the estimation of 110 is 100. Second number, 540. Ones, tens, hundreds. So it is a 3-digit number, so of course we will look at hundreds place. In hundreds place we find 5, and the value of digit 5 is 500, so the estimation of 540 is 500. Then we will add the two numbers, 100 plus 500, of course we get 600. I hope you get the correct answer. Check number C with me. 450 minus 320. Of course we will estimate each number by itself, the first number and the second number. Then we will subtract the two numbers. Let's estimate 440. It's a 3-digit number, so of course we will look at, yes, well done, we look at hundreds place. Here in the hundreds place we find 4, and the value of digit 4 is 400, so the estimation of 450 is 400. Second number, 3-digit number, so of course you will look at hundreds place. Here in the hundreds place we find 3, and the value of digit 3 in 320 is 300. So the estimation of 320 is 300. 400 minus 300 of course equal to 100. Now we will move to another strategy, which is rounding strategy to the nearest 10. What is the meaning of rounding? Let's take example to deduce the meaning of rounding. Is 27 closest to 20 or 30? So rounding means closest to or nearest to. 27 between 20 and 30. So which number 27 is closest to it, 20 or 30? To know the answer, we will use this number line. Here I have 20, here I have 27, and here I have 30. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. After looking at the number line, will you choose 20 or 30? Yes, of course you will choose 30, because 27 is closest to 30. Here I have 27, which is closest to 30. So the answer is 27 is closest to 30. Let's take another example. Is 14 closest to 10 or 20? Here 14 between 10 and 20. But which number 14 closest to it? To know the answer, you have to use this number line. Here I will put 10, 14 and 20. Count with me. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. After looking at the number line, which number will you choose? 10 or 20? Yes, of course you will choose 10 because 14 is closest to 10. But here I want you to notice something. How many ones in 27? Yes, 7 ones. When the ones is 7, 27 choose to go to the greater number, which is 30. Let's move to 14. 14. How many ones in 14? 4. So when the ones is 4, 14 goes to the smaller number, which is 10. So here I will divide the digits into weak digits and strong digits. The weak digits are 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So here I want to using rounding strategy to the nearest 10. So of course I will look at ones. If the ones one of these digits, you will round down. You will round down as we did before with 14. The ones of 14 is 4, so we round down 14 to be 10. And the strong digits are 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. When you use rounding strategy to the nearest 10, you look at ones. If you find that the ones one of these digits, you will round up. As we did before with 27, we round it up to become 30. How can we add or subtract two-digit numbers using rounding strategy? Let's take example 47 plus 11. We will estimate or round each number by itself, then we will add the two numbers after rounding. The first number here is 47, so I will rounding it to the nearest 10. So of course I will look at ones. The ones here is 7 and 7 is a strong digit. So 47 will round up to be 47 is rounded up to be 50. Yes, 50. The second number 11. We will rounding it to the nearest 10. So of course we will look at her neighbor, which is ones. The ones here is 1. 1 is a weak digit. So of course 11 is rounded down to be 10. After rounding the two numbers, we will add them because here I find plus. So I will add them. 50 plus 10 of course equals 60. Let's take another example. Question number 1. Estimate to add or subtract two-digit numbers using rounding strategy. In rounding strategy, when you need to rounding to the nearest tens, you look at ones. If the ones weak, round down. If the ones strong, round up. Question A. 24 plus 78. We will round each number by itself. The first number here is 24. Two-digit number, so of course I will look at ones. Ones here is 4. 4 is a weak digit, so we will round down. After rounding down, 24 will be 20. Second number, 78. 78 is a two-digit number, So we will look at ones. We will look at ones, and the ones here is 8, so 8 is a strong digit, so we will round up. 78 after rounding up will be 80. 20 plus 80 of course equals to 100. Question B. 84 minus 27. We will round each number by itself, then we will subtract. 84, two-digit number, so we will look at ones. Once the digit here is 4. 4 is a weak number, so we will round down. And 84 will be 80. 27. We will look at ones. Ones here is 7. 7 a strong number, strong digit, so we will round up. And 27 after rounding will be 30. 80 minus 30 equal 50. Now students, it's your turn. Please think on the answer in question C and D. You have 10 seconds to answer. Time's up. I hope you get the correct answer, and to make sure that it is the correct answer, please check your answer with me. Question C. 86 minus 17. Here I want to estimate two-digit number, so of course I will look at ones. I will look at ones digit. 86. The ones digit is? Yes, the ones digit is 6. 6. Weak or strong? Strong. So we will round up, and 86 after rounding up will be 90. Second number, 17. Here I want to rounding two-digit number, so I will look at ones. The ones here is 7, so I will rounding it up. After rounding 17 up, it will be 20. Then I will subtract the two numbers. 90 minus 20, the result will be 70. Question D. 39 plus 25. Estimate by using rounding strategy two-digit number, so of course I will look at ones digit. The ones digit here is 9, and 9 is a strong digit, so we will round. Yes, we will round up. So 39 after rounding it up, it will be 40. 25. Use rounding strategy in two-digit. You will look at ones digit. The ones digit here is 5, so we will round up because 5 is a strong digit. So after rounding 25 up, it will be 30. That's right. 40 plus 30 equal 70. But how can we use rounding strategy for three-digit number? Of course, in two-digit number we look at ones, so in three-digit number you will look at, yes, you will look at tens. Let's take example. Is 170 nearest to 100 or 200s? 170 between two perfect hundreds. The first is 100 and the second is 200. Which number should I choose? 100 or 200? We will use this number line to tell us which number should we choose. Here I have 100 and here 170, and at the end 200s. 100, count by 10. 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, and 200. As you see here, the number line 170 is closest to or nearest to, yes, nearest to 200. 170 is nearest to 200. Here I have 3-digit number. When using rounding strategy for 3-digit number, I will look at 10th digit. Here the 10th digit is 7. 7 is a strong digit, so we will round up. Round up. But if the 10th digit is weak digit, we will round down. Let's take example. Of course, we will look at 10th digit as I said before. Example, 350 is closest to. Here I have 3-digit number and I want to use rounding strategy. In rounding strategy, we look at tens in 3-digit number. Here the tens is 5 and the 5 is a strong digit. So we will round down or round up. Of course we will round up. After rounding 350 up, it will be 400s, and of course 400s is a perfect hundreds because in estimation or in rounding strategy we get perfect tens or perfect hundreds according to the example. Now students, it's your turn. Please think and answer question 2 and 3. You have just 10 seconds, so please faster. Time's up. I hope you get the correct answer. Please check your answer with me. Question 2. 740 is nearest to. Here I want to use rounding strategy for 3-digit number. So I will look at 10th digit. Here the 10th digit is 4. 4 is the weak digit. So we will round up or round down. Of course we will round down. So 740 will round down to be 700s. Question 3. 540 is nearest to. Here I have 3-digit number and I want to use rounding strategy, so I will look at 10th digit. Here the 10th digit is 4, so of course I will round down. So 540 will be, yes, will be 500s. But how can I use rounding strategy to add or subtract 3-digit number? Question number 2. Estimate to add or subtract 3-digit numbers by using rounding strategy. Question A. 580 minus 210. As we said before, we will round each number by itself, then we will subtract the two numbers. The first number is 580. In rounding strategy, if you want to the nearest 100, you will look at the 10th digit. The 10th digit is 8. 8 is a strong digit, so we will round up. So 580 to be 600s. The second number, 210. 3-digit number. In rounding strategy, we look at 10th digit. Here the 10th digit is 1. 1 is a weak digit. So 210 will rounding down to be 200s. 600s minus 200s, the result to be 400s. 400s. Question B. 440 plus 220. Of course, we will round each number by itself, then we will add the two numbers after rounding, of course. The first number is 440, 3-digit number. When we rounding to the nearest hundreds, we look at 10th digit. The 10th digit here is 4. 4 is a weak digit. So for 140, we're rounding. Yes, we're rounding it down to be 400s. The second number is 220. Three-digit number. We want to rounding it to the nearest hundred, so we will look to tenth digit. The tenth digit here is 2. 2 is a weak digit, so 220 we're rounding down to be 200s. 400s plus 200s will be 600s. Now students, it's your turn. Please think and answer question C and D, and you have 10 seconds. Time's up. Check your answer with me. Question C, 320 minus 110. Here I want to use rounding strategy, and rounding strategy to the nearest hundreds. Because I have 3 digits, I look at 10th digit. The 10th digit here is 2. 2 is a weak digit, so 320 will round down to be 300s. 300s is a perfect hundreds, because I said before, when you're rounding or estimate, you put the number in the form of nearest tens or nearest hundreds according to the number. 110. To use rounding strategy to the nearest hundred, you look at 10th digit. The 10th digit here is 1. 1 is a weak digit, so 110 will round down. After rounding down, it will be 100. Then we will subtract the two numbers. 300s minus 100s, the result to be 200s. Question D. 210 plus 580. Of course, we will rounding each number by itself, then we will add the two numbers. Let's start with number 210. Round strategy, nearest to hundreds, so we will look at 10th digit. The 10th digit here is 1. 1 is a weak digit, so 210 will round down to be 200s. Second number, 580. 3-digit number. To use round strategy, we will look at 10th digit. The 10th digit here is 8, so we will round up because 8 is a strong digit. 580 will round up to be 600s. 200s plus 600s equal 800s. To compare between front-end estimation and rounding strategy, you have to see this slide comparing between front-end estimation and rounding strategy. But first, find the result of 35 plus 42. Ones with ones, tens with tens. 5 plus 2, 7. 3 plus 4, 7. So the result to be 77. Let's start to use front-end estimation to answer this question. When using front-end estimation, as we said before, we look at, in the 2-digit number of course, we look at 10th place. Here in the 10th place, in the first number I find 3. So it will be 30. And here 42. I look at 10th place 4, the value of digit 4 is 40. 30 plus 40 equals 70. Second, I will use rounding strategy. To use rounding strategy in 2-digit number, I will look at 1st digit. The 1st digit here is 5, and 5 is a strong digit, so 3 will round up to be 40. And here I have 42. To to make rounding strategy, to apply rounding strategy in two-digit number, we look at ones digit. As I said before, the ones digit here is 2, and 2 is a weak digit. So 42 will round down to be 40. Then we will add the two numbers. 40 plus 40 equals 80. So when we use front-end estimation, the result to be 70. And when we use rounding strategy, the result to be 80. But the real result, or the actual result, is 77. What do you think? 77 nearest to or closest to 70 or closest to 80? Yes, of course, 77 is closest to 80 than 70. So in rounding strategy, you find the closest answer to the real or the actual answer. That's all for today, and to make sure that you understand the lesson, you have to solve the homework, and the homework is activity book pages 28, 29 and 30. Thank you for watching, and see you next video.